So if we see something green, it means that we're safe, we're going to be able to drink, we're going to be able to eat something, and it means life, it means vitality. And yeah, so if you are feeling stressed, try and get your feet into the green.
What are the main stress types that people have, and does time and nature help at all?
Yeah, so we've got acute stress, which is like short-term stress. It's like just in the moment. And then there's more chronic stress. And then there's more like you've got lifetime, like traumatic stress. And so I think that being in nature is incredibly important for dealing with stress. There's so many meta-analyses that demonstrate that there's actually phenols that come off trees, which have been shown to reduce cortisol and increase your natural killer cells, which is part of your immune system. There's forest bathing that's been shown to be incredibly good for mental health, for your immune function, for your stress. So I always say if you're sitting anywhere and you feel stressed, try and look at green, because for the human brain, our primitive system loves the color green, because for our human brains, what does green mean? Rain, water. Then there's usually something eating something that's green, so it means water and food. So if we see something green, it means that we're safe, we're going to be able to drink, we're going to be able to eat something, and it means life, it means vitality. And yeah, so if you are feeling stressed, try and get your feet into the green, or try and look at a green vista, or try and get out. And I've been speaking to a lot of women lately who've had very traumatic childhoods, maybe like abuse, sexual abuse. And so many of them have said the only thing that makes me feel better is sitting next to a big ancient tree. The bigger, the older the tree, somehow the more calm and more safe they feel. So yeah, I don't know what it is, but I think green and the human brain are, you know,
In,
intertwined. Yeah.
absolutely. How can we prepare mentally before a big challenge so that we're better equipped to adapt when the unexpected hits?
Yeah, I think visualization is a big thing. So your brain can't differentiate between like imagining something and seeing something. So if you can't practice something in practicality, you can visualize it. So you can visualize yourself in a tough situation, feeling exhausted, and then visualize yourself getting through it and coming, finding ways out of it. And what you're doing is you're invariably kind of practicing and training your brain without actually having to do it. So the more chances, the more time you can spend visualizing success scenarios, the better chance you will have of being able to overcome, a difficult time. So, yeah, I think people really underestimate the psychological or the mental component of situations. Like they do a lot of physical training, and then they harden up their feet, and they get cardiovascular fitness. But when it comes down to it, when I look at people who are in elite or high intensity environments, it's the brain that gets them through, right? The mental toughness is what gets them through. Like when I was working at the Special Forces, and we'd see all of the guys come in and they were trying to get through commando training and commando selection, you'd see these big jack guys who had been in the gym and they looked really good, and they looked super fit, and they wouldn't get through. It was a little, like wiry kind of mongrel guys that just had sheer mental determination that would get through, because they'd obviously, pushed themselves to the limit. They weren't about how they appeared. It was all inside their heads. And so I cannot tell you how important it is to prepare yourself psychologically for tough times and visualize yourself getting through it. Have that self talk plan, have that, the quit antidotes, have a buddy system, you know what your friends' stress styles are so you can see it on their faces and you can see it coming, and then talk out with each other. When you see me looking like this, tell them what you would like to have happen. This is what we did when we were training to go into the Olympics. We got a lot of the team members and the staff, we got them to all articulate, my stress style is this. When I get stressed, I typically go quiet or I typically get angry, or I typically do this. When I see that, I want you to do this, right? So everyone knows what their stress style is, and everyone knows what each other's stress antidotes are. So you can help each other. It's really, really important. Social connection, having someone else there to just boost you on is just incredibly important.